Hey everyone, welcome to 99.6 The Howl, episode 16. For the uninitiated, this is an unedited YouTube vlog where I lie to myself about how the Coyotes are going to somehow turn it around this season and make a push for the playoffs. Um, yeah. They had a really bad game Monday night against Pittsburgh, 7-0. I mean, they were just afraid to touch that puck the whole game. No offensive pressure, giveaways galore, boys against men, whatever you call it. They just got routed by the Pens. They won against Nashville on Saturday. Played all right. Nashville played worse, I would say. Coyotes didn't really dominate that game. Last night against Detroit, Coyotes win 4-1. They looked good. More offensive pressure, still doubled in shots, but again, most of the shots from Detroit, from the outside. Smith only had to make two or three big saves. The rest were easy pickings for him. Couple of moves Coyotes made since the last video. They acquired Peter Holland for probably a 6th-round draft pick if they decided to re-sign him or trade him again. They got Josh Juris, a depth centerman. When your team starts to pick up players from the waiver, I think it's a telltale sign of where the team's headed. When you start to acquire depth centermen that, like Peter Holland, for lack of a better term, it's a bad sign for your team. When your star player is out indefinitely for 6 to 8 weeks or more, it's a bad sign for your team. So maybe this season wasn't all it was meant to be for the Coyotes. I think last year we exceeded expectations so much that this year we're like the fans and the team are like, yeah, we can make a push for the playoffs. Sure, we got Strome in the lineup, we got Dvorak, we got this guy Kraus who we just got from Florida. Maybe Perlini will get in the lineup. Chikrin, stud defenseman. 30 games later or 27 games later, Strome's in the OHL. Dvorak turned into a shutdown forward. He's not really showcasing his skill. Perlini got his first goal against Nashville. Glad to see that. He's got to keep pushing along. Maybe he could be a replacement for Domi for those 8 weeks. He's got to shoot the puck more with some better accuracy. Duclair scratched two or three games the past week. Last night he got a great assist on McGinn's second goal of the night. Him, Holland, and McGinn looked good. We'll see where that takes us because 2 weeks ago, Duclair, McGinn, and Dvorak looked good, and that line got scrapped in 2 games because they're just awful defensively. Duclair's got to step it up. If this team has any chance of being competitive over the next few months, he's got to put some pucks in the net. Kraus got promoted. He's playing second line, third line winger. He had a great effort against Nashville on Saturday. Amazing assist on Goligoski's goal. Great individual effort, beating out the icing, cycling the puck, finding Goligoski wide open, and he roofed over Rene. And last night he had a great breakaway goal from a great setup from Verbata. So Kraus is stepping his game up, which the team needs. Smith is playing well. He has those bad games, like that game against Vancouver. He lost 4-1. Chicago could have been better. Against the Pens was dreadful. But he bounces back right away. Unlike other seasons where that game turns into 2 or 3 poor games, he's resetting it very quickly, which is a good sign. I'm sour about Tippett. Like I don't want to blame his system, but these players, just everything seems off about this team. Their star flashy players aren't being flashy. It seems like his system is prehistoric, to be honest, against some teams. Against Detroit, against Nashville, it looks great. But against teams like the Pens and Chicago, Columbus, it doesn't look so great. I feel like in order for the Coyotes to win a hockey game, they need to be playing 100% the whole game. They have to focus on the system and only play the system. If they vary from it, they're going to get killed. And you can't win games like that. Great teams win games when they're playing at 70% of their effort. They find way to just win games and pile up wins. Whereas Coyotes, if they're not perfect, they're losing games, which is not a playoff team mentality. They got Toronto tomorrow, Thursday night. They got Minnesota on Saturday. That closes out their road trip, and then they got a long homestand, 4 or 5 games, and then the Christmas break. They got to pick up some points, some wins. This homestand, if they come out of that with half of the games won, then we're going all in for Nolan. Another, I don't want to say tanking year, but another year where they get a pretty good draft pick, maybe make some moves and get more draft picks. This year wasn't the year we all expected it to be, but they're developing a good core group of players. D'Angelo is looking good. Just think we're 2 years away from being a playoff team. Next year, if Strome could come in and actually be the player he's supposed to be, then maybe we're a playoff team next year. But for now, just watch games like we did last year, see these young guys grow like we did last year with Domi and Duclair. So this year we pay attention to Krause, we pay attention to Chikrin, D'Angelo, Perlini, and we grow with them. And also Doan's still on 399, so I know I'm only watching games for that number 400, which will be a great moment for him. Great to have that monkey off his back. I know he's been grinding his stick, getting the sawdust out. He's got some chances, but he'll get it. Hopefully it's not an empty net. Knowing Doan, if there is an empty net, he'll be like, listen, coach, don't put me out there. This guy wants to earn his 400th goal. Maybe he'll get it tomorrow night against the Leafs where I'm in the arena. That would be friggin' awesome. That's it for me. It's going to be depressing like this for next 10, 20 videos probably. Oh, it's good though. There'll be better days. Like Mike Babcock said about the Leafs, there will be pain. There will be pain for this team as well. That's it for me. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support.